Hi guys, and welcome back to this step-by-step drawing tutorial. Today, we're going to create an adorable scene featuring 3 cute mice and their cozy cheese home. I start by creating a new layer. To draw the sketch, I use the ink bleed brush from the Procreate set. Then, I set the brush size to 25 and start sketching. Start by sketching the cheese. Draw a rectangle in front and a triangle above to give the cheese a real look. In this step, try to draw smooth lines with varying thickness to add depth and dimension to the drawing. Add depth by drawing lines and shading them to create a 3D effect. Connect the corners with smooth curved lines to complete the shape. Make the lines thicker by drawing additional lines on top of them. Add small circles for the classic cheese holes. Now, draw a cute door using a curved oval line. Add another line inside to give the door some depth. So, we're done with drawing the cheese now. For drawing the mouse, start with a large, round shape for the mouse's body. Keep it simple and slightly oval for a cute look. Draw a round shape on top of the mouse's body for the ears. Then, add a cute dot for the eye and another tiny one for nose. Finally, draw 2 smooth lines for the whiskers. And here is the first mouse. Use the same technique to draw the other mice. Start by drawing a curved round shape for the body and head as well. Draw 2 large, rounded ears on top of the head. Add a small round shape for the feet. You can add a smaller oval inside each ear to give them some detail. Add a dot for the eyes, and another one for the nose. Then, draw 2 lines for whiskers, and finish by adding the tail. You can add some extra cute details to the mouse, such as a small piece of cracker or a tiny fruit. Now, add some details to the background to finish the sketch and make it ready for coloring. You can draw, for example, some flowers or grass. You can even add a green ground and a blue sky. Now that the sketching is done, let's start the fun part. Change the sketch's color by tapping on the Adjustments tool, selecting Curves, then tapping on the color and moving the line to achieve your desired shade. I do this because I like to adjust the sketch color to match the overall mood or palette of my drawing. To color the sketch, create a separate layer underneath the sketch layer. Use the Studio Pen brush for coloring. You can find this brush in the Procreate brush set. Start by yellow to color the cheese. All the colors will be listed in the description below if you want to use them. Try to keep the colors within the sketch lines to keep the drawing clean. Use a darker yellow to color the inside of the door. Use the same shade to color the circles. To add more texture and shading, create a separate layer above the cheese layer, then turn on the clipping mask to keep the color within the cheese layer. Start by adding different colors and textures. For this step, I recommend using different shades of the same color. For instance, if you're using yellow, like we are now, use a light yellow for highlights and orange for shading. Now, on a separate layer, start coloring the mice. You can use gray, as I'm doing now, or choose white or even hazelnut brown. Remember to keep all the colors harmonious. This will make the drawing look great. You can add some cute details to the mice by drawing light gray dots or areas on their bodies. Color the eyes with black. Use the same color for noses and whiskers. On a separate layer, start coloring the background. You can use green for the plants and pink for the flowers. Use a lighter green for the ground and light blue for the sky. To add extra texture, create a separate layer above the cheese layer, turn on the clipping mask, and set the layer to multiply mode. Use the same shade of yellow to start adding shadows and texture. For shading, you can use the soft brush or ink bleed, which are both available in the Procreate brush set, or any other brush of your choice. Make sure to lower the opacity of the brush before you start shading. This will give your drawing a more natural depth and look. Add shading around the circles, lines, and edges to enhance the depth and dimension of your drawing, and to make the elements stand out and giving the overall image a polished look. Now, do the same to add texture and shading to the mice. On a separate layer above the mice layer, turn on the clipping mask, set the layer to multiply mode, and lower the opacity of both the layer and the brush. Then, start shading. Create a new layer to add more extra details. Use the Select tool to choose the area you want to color. Now, add some pink to the mice's cheeks to make them look cute. Create a new layer and set it to screen mode, then use ink bleed brush to add some lighting. Use the light yellow to lighting. Keep in mind to lower the opacity of both brush and layer. To make the drawing look cute, I add white lines on a separate layer. This step is optional. Review your drawing to determine if additional details are needed or if any extraneous lines should be removed. Once you are satisfied, move to the other step. Start drawing the background on a separate layer using the soft brush. That's it. You are done now. Before saving the image, you can adjust the colors by tapping on the Adjustments tool and choosing Curves, Color Balance, or Hue, Saturation, and Brightness to fine-tune the colors to your preference. Once you are satisfied, export the image as PNG to ensure high quality. Hope you enjoy the tutorial, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share for more content. See you in the next video.